Welcome into Swing and a Miss, a baseball podcast.
Where our obnoxious opinions are backed up by cherry-picked stats.
Wah. It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Happy Monday? What day is today?
Yes.
Oh, it is Monday.
We always record on Mondays. Yes.
Enjoy. Welcome into episode 14 of Swing and a Miss. I am Ben.
I am Nels.
I'm Josh.
I'm Tyler.
And we have a really special announcement to start the show with. We have now over 1,000 unique downloads. So cheers to you guys. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Hold on real quick. To you guys.
Crisp.
Yay.
You'll never know that was a Sprite. All right. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty of the season, guys. We're not going to spend a ton of time talking about the entire league because, quite honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter. You guys have suffered enough listening to us talk about the A's, the Pirates, the Braves, the Nationals,
The Angels,
all the other crap-tastic
Have
teams.
we mentioned the Angels once this year?
No, I was just looking at standings
No,
and they were reminding
I
me.
think we did when we talked about center fielders because I think we talked about Trout. But not a lot, though. So
I meant the actual current day Angels.
no, not a lot.
2025.
I hear they're in the outfield.
They
somewhere.
are. We did talk about them then in episode, I think that was 3 when we talked about baseball movies. But today we're going to focus a lot on the wild card race because, quite honestly, that's the only interesting part of what's going on in baseball right now.
Couple good divisional races too.
Well, those play into the wild card races. So where do we want to start? National League or American League?
Let's start with the American League because I think that's a little more interesting.
Good, because that's where my computer's at.
Mine's on both. Who wants to start?
Well, my World Series pick to represent the American League is not really doing themselves any favors right now. The Mariners are in a dang free fall, and I don't like it one bit.
They just took 3 of 4 from the Braves.
They did do that, but that still doesn't put them...
They scored like 58 runs.
that still doesn't put them in a recently winning record at all.
Turns out scoring 58 runs in one game and then like 2 in the previous 11 is not a recipe for success.
Doesn't bode well for them. They are still in the 3rd wild card spot right now.
Yes.
But hanging on by a thread.
But over their past 20 games, they're 7 wins, 13 losses, which is not great. And, you've got teams that are just absolutely nipping at their heels, trying to make a run at it. The Royals, which I think they're going to be... I think everyone in Kansas City right now has their fingers crossed, waiting to hear about Bobby Witt Jr.'s back. He's been having back spasms, and hopefully it's just muscles.
Currently
and not
losing to
anything
the
else.
currently losing to the Guardians.
How do you have back spasms when you're like 12 years old? I don't understand.
I feel
From carrying the team all season.
Yeah.
There
The
is
back
that.
was hurting.
There is that.
So yeah, I think that that's one that I'm really watching. I don't think that we're gonna see the Guardians make a run at it, but it's possible.
I'll tell you what, Guardians only a half game back at KC, and they're opening up a series against each other. It's on the TV right now. So that series could really kind of determine which one of those falls out of this picture here.
It's
However-
possible, but there's an even hotter team right now that's nipping at the heels of the wild card
Los
race.
Rangers.
The Texas
did
Rangers.
Los Rangers.
Which was my pick to win the division. If we'll go back to, I think it was episode 2.
Yes, mine as well.
Callbacks.
This is going to come down to it because the 2 teams in 1st and 2nd of the wild card right now are the Yankees and the Red Sox. I don't know that either of them are going to catch the Blue Jays. Probably not.
The
No.
Yankees might. The Yankees are only 2 back now.
No, it's not going to happen.
I don't think they're going to catch the Blue Jays.
Yankees are playing good ball. I hate to say it, but
Well, they're hitting better, which is overcompensating or masking their defensive errors because their defense is still disgusting.
are they winning ball games?
They are for
They
now.
are.
For now,
That's all that matters.
I still have zero faith in a Yankees bullpen.
Agreed.
And
Sure.
only moderate faith in their starting pitching.
Agreed. Nels?
Well, they have a 5-game lead in the wild card as the top spot, and I don't see 3 other teams overtaking them.
Oh no, they're,
No, it's
they're
not.
definitely-
It's the divisional
That's-
race.
It's the
not what
divisional
Not,
race.
not
Oh,
the wild card.
It could happen. Blue Jays could always Blue Jay.
Yeah.
Is that a verb?
It is now.
It will be if they fall out of first.
Oh.
But that first place in the AL East is a very important position as opposed to the top wild card, because that gets you a bye. That potentially gets you the number 1 seed, which means home field throughout.
Yep.
Because Tigers are currently a half game back of the Blue Jays. So, and the Astros are far enough back, knock on wood, 4 back, that it should be the Tigers and whoever comes out of the East as the 2 byes. But it's not just, hey, we either make the playoffs or we don't. The difference between getting that bye and having to play in the wild card series is a big deal. So I think that the Yankees are going to be pedal to the metal trying to chase them down.
So let's take a look at the 4 teams chasing the Mariners right now. Because I don't think, well, the Angels are 8 back, but I think that should be the cutoff. So let's say the Rays, the Guardians, the Royals, and the Rangers. The most likely team of those 4 to catch the Mariners, who is it?
I like the Rangers. I think that, the whole season I've been waiting for them just to put pitching and hitting together.
Yep.
They have at least been winning games. I don't think that they are performing to what my expectations were, and still are not. I think that they do have another gear that they're capable of. And so for me, that's the scariest team.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting part about... sorry, Josh. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The Rays and the Rangers have the same record in the last 10. They're both 7-3. The interesting thing, though, is the Rays have lost 3 in a row. So...
yeah, they just got swept right out of Cleveland.
So while they had that momentum and they were building on catching Cleveland and Kansas City and potentially Texas, they've lost a significant amount of that momentum with their last 3 losses.
Yeah. That was a huge series with Cleveland. That's one of the teams you're right in the playoff race with. And to get swept this late in the season at that point while chasing 4 teams, really, because it's 3 teams plus the team that currently holds the last wild card, I think the Rays are pretty much dead at this point, because that's a lot to overcome after getting swept by a rival, not a rival, but somebody you're contending with.
And 4 games with less than 20 to go.
Yeah,
that's tough.
It's a lot of work. That's exactly the spread between the Tigers and the Astros right now, and I'm feeling pretty good that it's going to be the Tigers with the 2 seed for the second bye at the very worst, because that 4 games is a lot to make up there.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah, but I'm not feeling like, even though they're not playing well, they're going to fall out of that, because 4 in the last 18, 19 is a lot to make up. Same thing with Tampa, except the difference is they also have 4 teams that they have to jump at the same time.
So who makes the wild card in the AL?
I think the Rangers right now are the classic baseball team gets hot at the right time. And Mariners are playing bad ball. I know they just won 2 in a row, and like you said, took the series against Atlanta. Sorry, Ben, that's not that impressive this year. I'm saying that's not that impressive this year. Maybe that helps spurt them. They've still got the good pitching. Brian Wu is on fire still. But the Rangers just have that feel of the classic baseball, gets hot at the right time, sneaks in, and then makes a run, because they've got the talent.
And Tyler, weren't you saying that the Mariners just brought up their catching prospect?
Yeah, so we were talking about Cal Raleigh, who is currently on pace to hit 60 home runs. So
for a switch-hitting catcher.
So the next hurdle he's got to clear, I believe, is Mickey Mantle's home run record for
56
for a switch hitter,
which I think he'll get.
I think that he'll get that one. I think that eclipsing that 60 mark, that vaunted 60 mark, and going into the realm of 63, 64, 65 would be absolutely
heroic,
amazing, and highly unlikely, but I really hope that we're able to watch it, or at least to see him get close.
I'm going to stick with the Mariners. One, because the Mariners own the tiebreaker over the Rangers. The Rangers only went 3-10 against Seattle this year. The Mariners just owned them. It's tough because it's tough picking against Bochy. That seasoned manager knows how to win this time of year, but
very true.
You add that tiebreaker, and that means the Rangers are really 2.5 back.
Yeah, and that's a really good point that I wasn't even really thinking of. I'm still getting used to this, so for people who may be relatively new, baseball used to not have tiebreakers. It was if there was a tie for that.
Let's pause on that because that's coming up in listener questions.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently I'm ahead of the game. We'll talk about that later.
You're ahead of the game, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
But there's no one game play-ins anymore. It's all just tiebreaker stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So, owning that makes a big difference. That was one of the big things with the Tigers, with the Royals chasing them and getting semi-close, was that the Tigers beat them up pretty good this year and had the season tiebreaker, but then also don't against the Blue Jays. So that 1 seed is going to be a little harder to get because we're really a game and a half back.
Have you guys looked at the run differential for the American League so far?
Yes, it's funny.
I think it's absolutely hilarious. So for those of you that don't know, run differential is the difference between the runs that you score and the runs that you give up. So in the positive means you've scored that many more than your opponents. The Yankees are at plus 140 right now.
Yep.
The Royals, who are 2 games out of a wild card spot, are -1.
Go one below that.
Yeah, Cleveland's minus 48.
Minus 48.
Because their voodoo magic keeps them somehow still alive.
Joe Boo is alive in the dugout. But
then Tampa's there right under them at plus 55.
Plus 55, yeah. And we're watching the Guardians and Royals play right now. Guardians have taken a 4-0 lead. It was 2-0. But it's just so funny to me to look at run differential because that shows you, and we talked about this in the last episode, stats can lie.
So breaking news, the Guardians' run differential is actually minus 44 right now.
Right this second.
Yes.
We'll see how the game plays out. But that tells you that stats are only an indicator. They're not the end-all, be-all.
Yeah, and like a big part of that too is the ebbs and flows of the season. And, the run differential's tough when you look at record too, because you can win a bunch of games by 1 run and then get blown out. You can win 6 straight by 1 run and then lose 1 by 10, and then you have a minus run differential while being 6-1.
I also
Correct,
feel
but
like
you could also be the Rockies at -370.
Well,
yeah, you don't want to be that. But I also feel like there's a modern baseball philosophy, which is just giving up on games.
Yeah.
Throwing
Strategic forfeit.
Strategic forfeit. Let your starting pitcher or your long reliever just go out there and eat innings. Throw in the position player. You already know that you're going to lose. It doesn't matter whether you lose by 1 or you lose by 9. Yeah. And so the strategic forfeit, I think, is something that probably is lending itself to its to run differential. And so teams that are more apt to employ that strategy probably have a worse run differential than others. One thing that I was just looking at is whoever takes the last AL wildcard spot is either going to really be hot and have gone through a gauntlet, or there's just going to be a team that is going to survive. Because here are the teams that everyone's got to face. Starting with your Mariners. They get the Cardinals and the Angels, so nothing scary about that. But then they finish with the Royals,
6-0.
Astros. They get the Rockies, and their last series is against the Dodgers. They had better hope that the Dodgers have nothing else to play for in that last weekend.
The Dodgers seem like they don't have anything to play for right now.
Yes.
They've got a series with Colorado starting tonight, so that might help turn the tables a little bit.
Which we'll get to here in just a second, because there's history on the table in that series.
The Rangers have 9 hard ones right here between the Brewers, the Mets, the Astros. They get to step off the gas and face the Marlins and the Twins, and then Guardians for the last weekend. The Royals, they're also challenged, so they're playing Guardians right now. Then they get Philadelphia, the Mariners, Blue Jays, and they end on a softie with the Angels and the Athletics.
Woof.
Almost like their pretty decent records are because they had a easier beginning and they have a backloaded end.
The Guardians get the Royals, White Sox, Tigers, Twins, Guardians again.
No, Tigers.
Or Tigers again, and then end with the Rangers.
Well,
no one's got it easy. I will tell you that.
Cleveland's
no one's
got the easiest path for sure. They're going to magically black magic their way in with a negative run differential, aren't they?
I don't think so. Still, to me, the Mariners are the pick for the 3rd wild card spot. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, the Red Sox are 5-5 in their last 10. If they fall off even a little bit, I think the Mariners take the 2nd wild card spot. I know they're 3.5 back, but they could do it.
They have a literal human god that has shone down upon the world with his massive left arm named Aroldis Chapman. They're not going to blow a single game they have a lead in the late innings because that man doesn't allow not just runs, but runners.
Gotta have a lead.
I don't think Boston's fallen out at this point.
It could.
I'm not saying it's played good enough ball for long enough now.
Not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen. The Mariners are my pick for the third wild card.
My heart says the Mariners.
Yes. I think we all want to see the Mariners.
My head says the Rangers. My greatest fear is the Guardians.
Mine too.
It'll be fun to watch down the stretch. But for right now, Mariners hold that spot. They're 1.5 up on the Rangers, 2 on the Royals, 2.5 on the Guardians, 4 on the Rays. Things will change.
And before we move on to the NL, this doesn't really have to do with the wild card race, but an interesting note. Down the stretch here, the series all starting tomorrow on Tuesday. The Blue Jays are against the Astros, and the Tigers are against the Yankees. So the top 4 teams in the American League are all playing, one of the other top 4 teams in this, Tuesday to Thursday series. So that could be a really good indicator on who's going to really take off and who looks like the better bet come postseason time. That's all the heavyweights going at it.
I don't think we have a lot of Bronx listeners or Houston listeners, but if you're here, welcome, and we hope your teams lose.
Yes, especially the Bronx, because
Enjoy.
1, I hate the Yankees, and 2, they're playing the Tigers. So,
well, that was the point.
Yeah.
All right, kids, let's check out the NL. This one's more interesting, in my opinion, because we've got.
Disagree.
You disagree, really?
I think it's going to be a very boring stretch.
Very well could be. But right now we have the Cubs, the Padres, and the Mets in the 3 wild card spots. The Cubs are 5 games up. Padres are 2 games up. And then we have the Reds, the Giants, the Diamondbacks, and the Cardinals all within 4.5 games of the Mets.
Within 4.5, but at least 4 out.
But the Mets
the closest team
terrible.
Is 4 out.
The Mets are terrible. I've said this all year, and everybody's like, Juan Soto's going to do Juan Soto things. He's terrible this year.
Okay,
so's the team.
First of all, that's objectively wrong. Juan Soto is having a phenomenal year.
It's not objectively wrong because
Yes.
it's not timely hitting. He's hitting solo homers and singles.
They don't have pitching, which is what I said their problem was going to be.
But
Way back
but
in
the last time you said the Mets are horrible, the Reds were 1 game back. Here we are 2 weeks later, they're 4 back.
Doesn't have anything to do with the Mets that the Reds are 4 back.
I'm just saying, they're not getting caught.
As we talk today, we've got about 18, 19 games to play.
Yes.
Making up 4 games in 18 is nigh impossible.
8-0 now.
And none of those teams have any more head-to-heads with the Mets.
No, yeah, you can't.
No, they don't.
You can't chip
You're
away
right.
that. Right now on Fangraphs, they are providing the Mets with a 93.3% chance of making the playoffs.
And
I don't buy it.
Looking at tiebreakers, Reds own it, so they're legit 4 back. Giants do not, so pretty much put them at 5 back. Cardinals do not, so put them at 5.5. And they tied with the Diamondbacks, so I don't know what the second tiebreaker is.
It won't matter.
Is it run differential?
Snake mascot.
Yeah.
It's whether you got a snake mascot
Which
or
mascot
not.
would win in an actual fight is
And
the tiebreaker.
Probably a giant would step on a snake.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Can
no,
a
but it's
snake
not
beat
between
an
the-
entire city?
Yeah, it's the
Can they beat
Mets.
a
It's the Mets and the Diamondbacks, and I don't know what a Met is.
It's a
per se.
metropolitan.
Metropolitan.
Yeah, so the snake wins for sure.
It's
You
a guy
know-
who lives in the city.
he's a
He doesn't
city-
know how to
yeah,
handle a
he's a
snake.
city fella.
Hey Ben, what would happen if you saw a snake?
You'd see a Ben-shaped hole in the wall.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm taking the snake. I don't see any team making a run at the Mets. I think the Mets have their flaws, but they are a good enough team that they're not going to lose 4 games to a group of
What do we think
these
about
teams.
the Padres, though? They're 3-7 in their last 10. They only have a 2-game lead.
They're still neck and neck with the Dodgers for the division. They're going to be playing hard, not just for a wild card position, but they're not just going to it's the same situation, with the Yankees and the Blue Jays, where the Yankees are, 5 up on the last wild card spot. They're not going to take the foot off the gas and coast because they want that division. The
I don't think
Padres
that.
are going to go full force. They want to dethrone the Dodgers. I
want
don't see them slipping 6 games.
I
out.
want to win the Powerball. That hasn't happened either.
Well, you don't have a 6-game lead on the Powerball.
Well, that's true. I don't. I wish I did.
Yeah, I think that the National League is going to be very boring. I think that, like, right now, we had Alec Boehm and Trey Turner of the Phillies go on the IL today.
Yep.
And I feel like
Big losses.
Yeah.
those may just be, hey, why don't you rest up for the playoffs, IL stints? We're going to bring you back.
Phillies are up 1-0 on the Mets.
We are going to bring you up, and we're going to tune you up. We're going to give you a few days to play in the tail end of the season to make sure you're not rusty for the playoffs.
Yep.
But just sit back, relax, get some massages. Let's make sure that whatever nagging injuries you don't linger into the playoffs.
Which is essentially what the Tigers just did with their best reliever, the great addition at the deadline, Kyle Finnegan, who has not given up a run as a Tiger yet.
He's been great.
He was warming up this weekend, felt a little tightness in something.
Yep.
And then just like walked out and they're like, all right, 15-day IL. We'll give you some rest. We'll make sure you're good. You'll come back with about a week to go. Get a few games in there so you're not rusty. But they're like, yeah, we've got an 8-game lead on the division, 8.5-game lead on the division. We'll just sit you out. We'll get somebody else to take some innings, and we'll make sure you're not rusty for the playoffs.
Just out of curiosity, did any tragedy happen today because Castellanos is up to bat?
I mean,
I'm sure that there's a tragedy.
Yeah.
Like the world
That we know of?
The world is a sad and dangerous place.
True, but does he know about it?
I'm
mean-
sure. Like Castellanos feels all the world's emotions.
in all seriousness, on a sad moment that does kind of fit into that, I don't know if you guys saw, but as Minnesotans here, Naz Reid's sister
I did see that.
was shot and killed yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
Maryland? New Jersey.
somewhere in there.
I think somewhere on the
Somewhere
East
in the
Coast.
East Coast.
Terrible.
So, as Minnesotans, thoughts with Naz Reid and the family. But
Absolutely.
On a lighter note, that would have been maybe a note, but Castellanos flew out.
He flew
so,
out to left, so that didn't count, I guess.
No.
All right, I'm going to go out on I don't think this is a very thin limb. I think either the Reds or the Giants catch the Mets. I really do.
Yeah, Giants aren't doing it. I said first of all, they're 5 back. Put them at 5, not 4.
They're 4 back.
5 because of the tiebreaker.
Mets on the tiebreaker.
Okay, fair.
And yeah, the Giants, that's just too much.
I mean, they went on an absolute heater to get themselves in this conversation, and good for them for getting them back in the conversation.
Yeah.
The issue with being that far back is that you have to have that and sustain it for so long that it's so hard to do.
They still have 7 games against the Dodgers.
And I feel like the
I still-
Giants are marching towards we feel good about how this season ended type of a finish.
Yeah.
They're ready to send Justin Verlander off on a nice farewell. He's been pitching pretty decent down the stretch here, getting some strikeouts. Give him a nice little tip of the cap. Hurrah, hurrah. and
He
then
will be
retool next
thrilled
year.
to not see this bullpen blow another. They must have blown 6 wins for him this year.
At least, yeah.
That's all he wanted was like 300 wins, and they've blown at least 6 of his possible
You think he
wins.
comes back?
For another year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pitched good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
He could be a 3-4
No,
starter
I'm not saying.
anywhere.
I'm not saying can he.
Come
I'm saying,
home.
do you think he will?
Yeah, he wants
Come
300.
home, JV. We miss you. We could use you. There's no way that you in the rotation would be worse than Charlie Morton. Come home.
Hey! Hey!
Woo, woo, woo. It is time for Tyler's Bet-O-Rama. All right.
Bet-O-Rama.
On the topic
Brought to you
of
by nobody yet.
wild card teams. So, of the teams that are currently occupying a wild card slot, who would you like the best odds to be for winning the World Series? This is not who Vegas thinks is the best odds. Who would you actually like to put money down on?
Of wild card only?
Wild card only.
Of teams in the wild card spots right now.
Right now. And so you've got $100 Monopoly dollars that you want to bet right now.
And you have to put them all on one team?
And you have to put them all
can't
on one
spread
team.
them out?
You can't spread them
Okay.
out.
Cubs.
You can have the Yankees at 8.5 to 1 odds. Okay, so your $100 will
Pass.
equal $850.
Pass.
You can have the Padres at 12 to 1 odds.
Pass.
You will have the Cubs at 14 to 1 odds.
Thank you.
The Mariners at 14 to 1 odds. The Mets at 15 to 1.
Pass.
Or Boston at 15 to 1.
Pass. I'm taking the Cubs.
Taking the Cubs at 15 to 1.
Cubs were my National League World Series pick to begin this season.
Purely odds-wise, I like the Red Sox.
Red Sox at
Yeah,
15-1.
I was gonna say the money payout, the good value there would be the Red Sox, but you know what's the best value? Actually winning the bet. So I'm gonna go with the Cubs.
The Cubs, okay. I like the Padres at 12-1.
Really?
Yes, I like the Padres at 12-1.
I like the Padres. I don't believe in the Padres.
You know, like the difference between my $100 winning me $1,200 and my $100 winning me $1,500, it's not that big of a difference, and I like the Padres
Must
more.
be nice.
Well, you know what? I think that the Padres are the most equipped team right now to sustain a deep postseason run.
Would that be Machado's first World Series?
No, he was on the Dodgers when they won it in 2020.
Was he on
right?
that one? I couldn't remember if that was the year before.
Was he on it? I don't know if he was on that
remember.
team. He was
I
only with
thought
them
he
for 1
was.
year, wasn't he?
It was 1 year, yeah.
I thought it
It's
was
only
the
1
year
year.
prior. I thought it was
Was it the year
2019.
Here, I'll get you the fact check right now. It was actually 2018.
2018.
Wow. Manny, you old.
Yeah, that's too many years back.
Is this his
There's
14th year?
Okay,
Is that what I saw?
14 years.
So
yes.
he
Good Lord.
the 2018 World Series, was that the Trash Can World Series?
That
No,
was
that was
2017.
2017.
That was the
Okay.
Red Sox when the Red
Okay.
Sox beat them.
Yep.
Good series
That
if
was-
you haven't watched it on Netflix.
That-
the Clubhouse or the Dugout, one of the two.
That was the
really
other one that had a cheating scandal that people seem to forget about because I don't know why people don't care about the Red Sox winning with sign stealing also.
Alex Cora
Because-
also got suspended that year, didn't he?
Yeah, you know why people don't care? Because it wasn't funny. If you're going to cheat, at least be funny. There's some bearded dude on a computer in the dugout banging a metal trash can. People are going to remember if you're at least funny about it.
Yeah, that, like, what's the most rudimentary cheating scandal that we can come up with?
I mean, the Black Sox.
No, banging on a trash can.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
thought, like literally throwing the game.
Loud noises.
Big man, knock trash can, fastball coming. Like there's a collective one brain cell firing.
Let's wrap up the NL real quick because I want to talk about something that you just kind of alluded to with big man throw fastball.
Okay.
Because there is something that happened a few days ago that really pissed me off. I want to talk about it. So where we landed on the NL, I personally, again, I'm putting it out there. I think the Reds or the Giants catch the Mets.
I think the only differences that you will see in the current picture to the finished picture is maybe the Padres pass the Dodgers and take the West. Otherwise, everything else is going to look exactly like it is right now.
Okay. Nelson?
Oh man, Mets actually have a semi-tough schedule too. But it's 4 games.
4 games is a lot.
Yeah,
at this point
like
in the
18,
season.
19 to go, whatever it is. I'm going to stick with the Mets.
I still don't like the fact that your ace starter, you just demoted to AAA to work some stuff out.
Yeah, that was weird.
But I've got the Mets.
Yeah, not
Sticking with
I mean,
Mets?
it's like the Mets hanging on. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying the Mets are going to just
No. I get it.
win
I
this
get
by
it.
10 games.
I get it.
They're the opposite of what I think the Rangers will do. The Rangers are the classic team gets hot, can make a run, just squeak in and make a run. The Mets are the other typical baseball thing that you see every year in the team that limps to the finish and then is an early exit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting saved by the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the bell to
If
ring
we
in
had
the
50
12th round
games
here.
left, it's a different conversation.
Sure,
But with
sure.
18, it's just it's hard.
All right, let's move on to something. We haven't done a ton of like in-game protocol or do's and don'ts of baseball, but this was a big no-no. And I think everybody agrees with this.
I think we've got 2 no-nos that we could potentially talk about.
Oh, what's the other? Oh, you want to start?
Oh, not really an in-game no-no.
Oh,
but
okay. Oh, we'll talk about. Well, we can talk about her in a second. So let's first talk about. I don't know. Is it Framber or Fromber?
I hear Framber more than
I do
anything else.
too, but I've
Let
heard
me
it
look
both.
at the pronunciation.
I've heard
guide.
it both ways.
Everybody's changing their.
So-
Bijan Robinson's Bijan now. Apparently, Denzel Washington. We've been saying his name wrong.
Yes,
It is, according to Baseball References pronunciation, Framber.
Framber. Okay, Framber Valdez. I know that you listen every other week. Listen here, fella.
Please
You're-
sponsor the podcast.
No. We actually don't
Listen
want
to us better than you listen to your catcher, please.
for real, because you're a dick. All right, I understand that we've shied away from using that word, but you're a real dick. So let's talk about this. Framber Valdez is a pitcher for the Astros. this was over the weekend, right?
They're ace for all intents and purposes.
And this was over the weekend or going into the weekend last week. So he loads the bases against the Yankees in the 5th inning. It was actually last Tuesday, excuse me. And the next pitch, the batter cranked a grand
well,
slam.
you're missing a part leading into that too.
What's the part I'm missing?
The catcher, before that pitch was thrown.
Oh, when he shook him off.
Yeah,
he shook him off. That's
he put his hand up and pushed him to step off the mound because he didn't like the call.
I think
Framber stuck with it and threw an absolute. Framber stuck with it and threw an absolute meatball for a grand slam.
So what was going on leading up to that is I think they were having problems with the pitch comm.
Right.
They had the bases loaded. The catcher was trying to get something in. He hit the wrong button or called an improper pitch. The pitch clock was winding down.
But he motioned.
He said step off.
Yes.
Let's reset this thing.
And he didn't.
Framber said, I'm going to send this no matter what.
You told me to throw a fastball down the middle, and I'm going to do it, damn it.
And
you pressed the meatball button, so I threw the meatball.
And he did, and it got cranked.
into the Crawford boxes.
Yes. So the next pitch to the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
I think it was like
Second-
2 pitches
second
later.
pitch.
Was this the second pitch?
The first pitch, I think he missed by like a mile on a ball.
I'm going off of what I saw in the video, so they may have cut that pitch out.
Yeah.
It was
It
going
was
off
like
the
a
highlights.
1-0 count or 1-1
Okay,
count.
gotcha.
Or something.
So he throws the next pitch to Volpe, who is a Yankees hitter. Broke to the right. Salazar initially moved his glove to the left, often a sign that the catcher believed his pitcher was going to throw a different pitch. That pitch crossed up Salazar and hit him square in the midsection, meaning that Valdez didn't care what the pitch was. He was throwing because he was pissed off.
Well, sometimes that does happen.
Sometimes.
The catcher was expecting something soft. Framber threw something hard.
But in the era of PitchCom, that is almost unheard of anymore because there's no, I read the wrong signal.
It's possible, but what's more telling is
the reaction.
Framber turned his back on the catcher in a huff
Yeah.
with a face of indifference crossed with that's what you get.
Yep.
And so the fact that it
He
wasn't
threw it his own guy.
Exactly. The fact that it wasn't immediate, hands on head, oh my goodness, what did I do?
Yeah, or just like a pat on the chest,
Yes.
hand up,
My
like
bad.
my bad.
Nothing.
Or,
Nothing. No
can
reaction.
we talk about the funniest part of this whole thing, though?
Well, before we do that, because I want you to talk about that.
Okay.
The other reaction is the catcher's reaction.
Yeah.
Where he gets hit square and he turns to him like, "What was that, man?"
He's like, "Come on, man!
And
That was
he
the
just-
most come on, man I've ever seen."
And he pauses
from body
in that
language.
pose because he just took it square in the chest. And like Tyler said, Valdez turned his back to him and just walked off the mound. Like, that's what you get, bro.
But the funniest part to me, Anthony Volpe, complicit in this whole thing because Framber.
There was a second shooter.
No. Framber throws a 93 mile an hour meatball that Volpe just watches. Like, that is the most absolute trigger in your head.
He was also expecting a slider, just like the catcher was.
No. And then he just looks down, and you can see on his face, he looks down at Salazar, and he's just like, ugh. And it's like, you know, Volpe, all of this is avoided, and nobody has any idea this happens if you swing at a meatball 93 miles an hour right at the belt.
So we're
like, how do you take that pitch?
We're giving Volpe, 60% of the blame on this one?
No,
Something like
for sure.
that?
For sure. No. Framber seems to be at fault here, but if you're Volpe, you suck at defense. So all you're there for is offense. You're a terrible shortstop.
True story.
So you're there to mash the ball, and you hit a bunch of home runs. How do you see 93 middle and not just crank that and go, haha, the payment is that I just cranked one off of you, Valdez. Instead, he sits and watches it and then goes, I'm not getting in this.
So, moral of the story, Framber's a dick. That was one of the biggest jerk moves I've ever seen in a baseball game.
And it feels like every former player who's weighed in has said the exact same thing. So it's not
Yeah.
one of those things that us sitting on the sideline go, there's probably something you didn't understand that happened there. It seems like every former player that has weighed in has said the same thing, which is really telling.
Tyler, you want to talk about the next jerk in the stands or jerk
yeah,
on the
so-
field?
Oh, this one.
There's part of it when I watched this, I said, would Ben go this far?
No.
Ben desperately wants to catch a foul ball, a home run ball. He has said repeatedly, I catch that ball, I am not giving it to a kid.
He has said, quote, F them kids.
I am never leaving my seat, though.
Would Ben take a ball away from a child?
No.
I don't know.
No, he wouldn't.
So, in Miami,
you guys suck.
which is absolutely lousy with Phillies fans for the game, there was a home run hit into the right field bleachers. There was a bit of a scrum for it.
Who hit it?
I don't remember who hit
I
it.
think it was Bader. Wasn't
Bader,
It?
It was
yeah.
Twins legend.
Twins legend, yeah. one of the swaggiest twins ever, Harrison Bader. And then there was a scramble for the ball.
It landed in an empty row.
Yes. There was people were leaning forward. People were coming over from their seats from left to right. And
Which happens on every ball hit into
the
the
time.
stand. This is not an unusual occurrence.
Not
yes,
weird.
especially when you are a team like the Miami Marlins.
Who draws 6 people, and the only way to get a ball in the stands is to run 4 sections over.
Exactly.
Because they're all empty.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a scrum for it. Guy comes up with it. He grabs it, holds it over his hand, runs about 5-6 seats over, plops it immediately into a child's glove.
His
Hooray!
child's glove.
His child's glove.
I hope it's his.
And
Well-
gives him a big old hug. It's a big dad giving a son a hug. It's a very sweet moment. Immediately, a woman with
Careful.
Brenda Warner's haircut from 1998 comes charging over.
Let's just say, you know what she looks like.
She has spoken to many managers.
And comes charging over and
Scares the crap out of him.
yes, startles the dad. The dad actually in the video you can see him be startled, put his fists up like he might throw a punch.
Put up your dukes.
realizes who is in front of him, settles down for a moment and listens to this woman's rant. She rants at him for 15-20 seconds
At least.
until he finally reaches into his child's glove, grabs the home run ball, gives it to her, and gives her a hand
Shoos her
wave.
away.
She
Get
literally
away,
took a
lady.
ball from a baby.
She
I don't think that's the saying, but it applies.
she stamped her feet, she held her breath, she yelled until she got her way.
Yep.
And fortunately,
I feel bad for whatever Outback Steakhouse she lives closest to.
so
I believe that's called the Waffle House.
and so the sad thing about it is, number one, that was the father celebrating his son's birthday, brought his son to a birthday.
I didn't know that
game
until you
for a
told
birthday.
us. That was
And
crazy.
the one nice thing is, though he did not get that home run ball, the Miami Marlins brought him a swag bag from the team store and handed that off to him in the stands. And then later arranged a meetup for him with the Phillies, and Harrison Bader gave him a signed bat as well as some other merchandise.
Some are saying she's actually a hero for allowing him to get such a better package out of it.
She knew it would happen.
She's like, look, I have the look for it. Somebody has to take the hit for this kid to get some recognition. I'm gonna do it.
So we're giving that lady 60% credit for that kid's good day.
She's also
Yeah.
60%
She-
responsible for Framber Valdez.
She and Volpe were not the main. Well, actually, she was the main player. So
Okay, just real quick, because this came up.
that was a joke, by the way. She's the worst.
This came up in the group chat, and I want it on record. I want it recorded. I am not going for any ball that's not hit to me in my seat. 2, I'm never taking a ball out of a kid's hand. I'm just never giving one I catch to a kid. And 3, this lady sucks, and she deserves all the online.
So
hate
you're not
she's
going to
getting.
pull a little psych, put the ball in a kid's glove, and then go, whoop, never mind.
No, because I don't.
you know-
I'm not going to do that.
I know
That's
you
the
say that
stupidest thing
right
ever.
now, but we're going to see what happens when the pressure is actually on.
Yeah.
It's
No.
never. I've
Just
never
remember,
even been close.
I lived to my words. When we were in Kansas City, I got a foul ball and I handed it to the
You didn't
kid.
get a
Yeah.
foul ball. You got somebody from third base throwing you a ball.
No,
That's
I'm pretty
di-
sure it was a foul ball.
Wasn't a foul ball.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. The ball came in the stands and I got it.
And who was sitting next to you?
a kid?
Me. And I didn't push you out of the way to catch the ball because it didn't come to me.
Yeah, and
I'm
I didn't
a man
give
of
you
my
the
word.
ball because you're a
I
grown-ass
know.
man, so I'll
I
give it to a
know.
kid.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go out of my
Any-
seat to get the ball.
Ballpark rules. Any ball that arrives in your hands that is not a momentous milestone ball immediately goes to a child.
No.
I mean, the
Ballpark rule.
momentous
There's no rule ever that
milestone
says
is
that.
Ben's first ever ball.
There's your milestone. The second one they can have.
Yeah,
need to
I'm
check-
on Ben's side with that. I've never
Yes.
caught one. The first one belongs to me.
Okay, so here's the thing. You catch a foul ball.
Correct.
You're like, yay, I caught this foul ball. And then at work the next day, you're regaling all of your work comrades.
I would never tell anyone I did this at work.
With this tale of you having caught this foul ball.
Correct.
Okay.
Is any work comrade going to say, I don't believe you, Nels. Show me the ball. I need to see this proof. Or will they just be, oh, that's really cool. You have a neat story.
I'm not gonna lie. I have several MLB balls. Not to rub it in
Must
for
be
you
nice.
guys. But like,
Wait.
Speaking-
You have more than one?
oh yeah, I have.
So you didn't give all of them to a kid,
Well, 98% of those were when I was a kid.
but you didn't give them to another kid.
No, when you are a
was the
kid, when you are a kid, you do not have to find a more kid.
I'm learning
kid.
all these new rules.
No, it's when you're a grown ass man and you can buy your own MLB ball from the store for $20.
I'm not gonna lie about it and be like, oh, I caught this from
but
Framber
like,
Valdez.
but like the balls that I do have, like I have on my desk, and I will fidget with them during my work day and stuff. So like I do actually like they don't just go in a bag in the closet and I never see it again.
Fair.
So
Dead air's
There's
great.
your dead air,
Dead
yeah.
air's great for a podcast. Tyler's
Tyler's Betorama.
Were you betting on how much dead air we'd have?
No.
We're betting on if this lady's name is Karen.
No, it's not Karen. She's actually been identified.
Name her.
God.
Name her.
I have no
Name her.
idea.
Name her.
I don't remember.
Phyllis.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
that's another
Phyllis.
thing. She deserves all the smoke online, but don't dox her.
I'm not
and-
giving
No,
out
I
her-
know
I'm
that
not giving
that's
out
one
her
of the worst
address.
trends.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody was kind of a dick in public. Let's get them fired.
Don't hound her at work or try and get her to lose her job for this.
I'm not giving her address out or finding her on LinkedIn. I just want to know her first name. Is it Phyllis?
I don't believe it's
Oh,
Phyllis.
bummer.
Anyhow,
It was not what the typical name is. I know that. Karen. Her name was not
Oh,
Karen.
no, I knew that.
Anyway, Betorama before
Betorama.
Tyler's computer restarts.
Tyler's Betorama.
so one thing that's very interesting is the Padres, a very successful team this year, have been doing it in a not so great fashion. Which would be not hitting home runs. They've actually got the second fewest home runs of any team in the league. They are sitting
Interesting.
right now at 127 home runs.
It's not a lot.
In total. Juan Soto, Kyle Schwarber, and Shohei Ohtani combined for 135 home runs hit this year.
Wait, but I heard that Juan Soto doesn't get big hits.
Go back to what I said. I said he's hitting solos.
So,
Check the tape.
for the rest of the season, would you like to take more home runs hit, the entire Padres lineup, or Kyle Schwarber plus Shohei Ohtani plus Juan
I'm
Soto?
going to stop you at Schwarber.
Yeah, give me the 3.
Just Schwarber. Schwarber by himself is going to hit more home runs from this point on.
Starting to feel like
Okay.
it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Schwarber got some of whatever Barry Bonds was on for the last like month and a half of this season so far. Dude's been just mashing balls.
What were the numbers again? Padres have,
127.
and the other three.
The other three combined have 135.
And who will have more from this point forward?
From this point forward.
So start, they both are
So
at
it's
0.
0-0 as of today.
0-0 as of Monday, September 8th.
Who's coming up to bat right now except one Kyle Schwarber?
All right.
We switched over to the Phillies Mets, and this is going to be an illegal broadcast real quick. So we're going to see what happens here. It's 0-0.
But
And
the-
it's
Fastball
1-0.
up and away.
1-0.
The other interesting thing about this bet is you can have one of those guys hit like, I mean, I know that we've seen a 4 home run game this season from Schwarber himself.
Like a
Yes.
week ago, right?
But let's call it 2 is probably the likely cap for a player in a game. Where the Padres could theoretically hit like 9 in a game and just run away with it.
That was-
you have a lot more potential because your lineup keeps going as opposed to
Yeah,
one
they're just going to
player.
get more at bats per game. You're looking
Yeah.
at 12-ish.
1-0 pitch is
which
swing and a
means
miss,
that their
1-1.
pace is so far behind these players.
Right.
As he talked over the name of the podcast in real life. It was a swing and a miss.
Oh, it's like when they say the name of the title in the movie.
Yep.
It just
My
happened in the
God,
game right
I
here.
know that guy.
I will take the Padres for Josh's reasoning.
I'm still taking the players.
I don't think that the reasoning is wrong. It's 2-1 now on Schwarber. I don't think the reasoning doesn't make sense. If I'm betting on players to hit those homers, I'm going with those that have a track record this year of hitting them. And Schwarber to me is yikes.
Well, he might be yikes, but also Ohtani.
Oh yeah, Ohtani's been on a
3-1.
honestly, Ohtani is kind of getting overlooked because he's so good that we're just used to it now.
I feel like that's a good segue.
Oh, it
Like
is a
Paul
good
Blart?
segue.
Yeah, Paul Blart. Yep, segue mall cop. Guys, if you've been following along the last handful of episodes, you know exactly what we're doing. We are
Wait.
picking.
The walk.
Oh,
for
the walk
Schwarber.
for Schwarber.
Well,
sorry.
that also we do real quickly. We have a memoriam
Oh,
to do.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead,
We haven't had
Nels.
to do one in a while, thankfully, but we did lose somebody in the baseball world. Davey Johnson passed away a few days ago. We probably collectively know him much more as a manager, but he was actually a very good player in his day. 4-time All-Star, 2-time World Series winner, 3-time Gold Glove winner, and one of the greatest home run seasons ever. I'm going to list off his home runs by year here. 7, 10, 9, 7, 10, 18, 5, 43, 15.
That sounds good.
He did it for the Braves, too.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that was 1973, so we can't even be like, oh, steroids era.
No, just randomly hit 43 home runs, and then
You can say that, but it would be stupid.
I mean, it was amphetamines era, so maybe he was just hopped up.
Wasn't that the same era where a guy for the Pirates pitched a no-hitter on LSD?
Doc Ellis.
Yeah.
might have been. As a manager, 2-time manager of the year, he managed the Mets to the 86 World Series, maybe one of the more famous World Series, at least of our lifetime. Also managed
Not my lifetime.
Not your lifetime. He also managed the Reds, Orioles, Dodgers, and Nationals. So very solid playing career, managerial career, and he'll be missed.
R.I.P.
Yes.
All right, kids. Let's go to the best designated hitter of all time. We've moved on from traditional everyday position players, moving into a strictly hitting position. Now, this is one that's going to be probably a little bit different than normal because not both leagues had a designated hitter as an everyday position for quite some time.
When did that start, Ben?
We'll talk about it in trivia.
Oh,
So just calm down. But I think I'll start because I think I have to start. Because the person that I've chosen as the best designated hitter of all time literally has the designated hitter award named after him. Anybody know who that is?
We all do.
This
We
is not
texted
trivia.
about
Is this
it.
trivia now?
No, this is the first trivia question.
We all
Well,
texted
who is
about
it?
it when
Who
we
is
were
it?
picking our guys.
It's
He
one.
famously hit in one of the hardest ballparks to hit home runs.
He did. It is one Edgar Martinez. And I don't think there's anything I have to say beyond the designated hitter award is named after him, but I'll give you a few pieces of his offensive prowess because we're not really looking at defensive stats for designated hitters, and we shouldn't. Maybe when we get to Josh, we'll bring up designated hitter defensive stats for your pick because I think probably has the most defensive starts out of all the ones that we picked.
Probably.
Probably. But Edgar had 7,213 at-bats with 2,247 hits, 309 homers, and a batting average career of .312. 1,219 runs, 1,261 RBI. He also had 49 stolen bases, which I'd forgotten that he had stolen any bases. A 418 on-base percentage, a 515 slugging percentage, an OPS of 933. Dude is the reason that designated hitters are where we are today, and I don't think we could pick a better one. But that's me, and we'll go to the next one. Whoever wants to go next.
So, we just mentioned his name. And I think that he is going to go down as the best player in the history of Major League Baseball. That is our Japanese hero, Shohei Ohtani.
Our Japanese hero.
Yes.
Yep. He, what do you want your DH to do?
Hit dingers.
Hit
and
dingers?
Throw fastballs.
Maybe just produce offense generally. Just generally be a good offensive producer.
That is kind of the
Yeah.
name of the game.
Yeah, like all you're going to do is hit, so you better be good at it. So for the past 3 seasons, Shohei Ohtani has led either all of baseball or his league in OPS. So he has been the best hitter in all of baseball for the past 3 seasons. He has got 3 MVPs. It is soon to be 4 MVPs, which is going to put him as the only player with 4 MVPs and no more. He is also Rookie of the Year in 2018. And one of the things that makes him awesome is he also pitches. So Shohei Ohtani is not only a great hitter, he is also a cultural phenomenon. Everyone thinks that he's delightful. We all know that he has a delightful dog. We know that he's got a very tall basketball-playing wife. And everyone wants to be as joyful and as baseball-obsessed as Shohei Ohtani is. One of the great things about Shohei Ohtani, in my opinion, is he is so singularly minded about baseball in the way that you might have had Kobe about basketball or Michael Jordan about basketball. I feel like he's going to have an exceptionally long career. He does a good job taking care of his body. I think that we will see Shohei Ohtani play in this league past the age of 40 easily and be productive throughout that whole time.
Yes, laying all the cards on the table, pushing the chips in, defying the odds. I absolutely would bet on Shohei Ohtani being very good for a long time.
Yeah, I think that, 15 years from now, we come back to revisit this conversation, and it's not really a conversation. We have the greatest, and then everybody else talk about someone.
My question is, just for the table, right now Shohei is sitting at 273 home runs. For the past 5 years, he's averaged about 45 home runs a year. How many do you think he finishes his career with?
I feel like we had this conversation.
He's 30 right now.
I feel like we talked about that
Yeah,
before.
but I put him at over 500. I know a couple people thought that was high, but
I think between
how many
5 and
Bonds
550.
762.
I'm going to go 763.
I'll go 1 home run. Price is right rules.
I think 500 is realistic.
500 is absolutely realistic.
Yeah.
I don't think 500 is even. I think he's going to blow past 500 pretty easily. I think the question is more, I think that he gets to over 600 no problem. I think the question is, does he get to 700 or even beyond? In my mind, I think that he is likely going to wind up with about 680, 690 home runs.
Fair enough.
Bum.
What a loser.
Oh, sure. I can go next. I've chosen a gentleman who is probably a little bit of a sore spot for at least 2 of our hosts here. That is one
I hate you.
Big Papi David Ortiz, the Hall of Famer, longtime Red Sox, but original Minnesota Twin.
Yep.
And I'd kind of forgotten about how the Twins let him go and how monumentally stupid all of that was.
Who'd they get back for him?
Nobody. They just
there it
released
is.
him because they didn't want to pay him
we didn't need him.
like $2 million in arbitration.
Yeah, it's too much to pay for that guy.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
And it's not
I
like
mean, he
Bull
doesn't
ads.
play defense, so he's not the value there. Clearly,
Exactly. Clearly.
and it's not like he was.
And we want our designated hitters to play defense.
It's not like he was a scrub in Minnesota. His last year there, 20 home runs, 75 RBIs. The Twins weren't rebuilding. They went to the ALCS that year, 200002. So it's not like they were tearing it down.
That actually tracks for the Twins.
doesn't sound like that's worth $2 million to
No.
me.
No.
So
Tigers paid Alex Cobb $15 million to not pitch this year. So I think $2 million for a 20 home run guy with potential would have been worth it.
yeah,
Insane.
but instead they just cut him loose completely, not a trade, nothing else, and Red Sox scoop him up, and the
rest is history.
The rest is history. He hit some of the most iconic home runs of this century.
Don't you dare.
Do it.
There was the walk-off in 2004. He helped the Red Sox break the curse that year. There were other walk-off home runs.
Come on, do it.
Yep.
Do it. Break him.
There were other big ones at some times.
Some
Big
of them were
postseason
game-tying
presence.
home runs, not walk-off home runs. Who knows? It happens. But a lot of them were very, very big. He came up clutch tons of times. He wasn't just a masher. Dude could hit for average. He hit over 300 a bunch. Led the league in RBIs. He played till he was 40 and hit 38 home runs, 127 RBIs.
I think people forget that he played that long.
He slugged 620 that year, an OPS over 1,000. So,
Yeah, he had one of the greatest final years of any player ever.
yeah, absolutely.
He's also like MLB's Charles Barkley on
Yeah,
the
he
on the
is a
desk.
bit.
He's so funny.
He's a goofball.
He really is.
And, in the playoffs, hit 289, 17 home runs over, 85 games, slugged 543.
Played 85 playoff games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Sox were good.
They were
Well,
very
yeah, I
good.
know, but wow.
Won
Mike
ALCS MVP, World Series MVP during
Mike Trout's
that
played in
run, so-
3.
And the Angels have
that's
been
the-
very bad.
Yes.
That's the amount of World Series championships that David Ortiz has.
Exactly.
And I think we can definitively say the Red Sox do not break that curse and probably don't win any of those World Series if he's not on those teams.
Probably
so.
not.
An underrated part of David Ortiz, he had a very good This Is Sports Center commercial back in the day. I don't
Yeah,
know
with
if
the
you guys
Yankees
remember
hat.
He did.
with him and Jorge Posada in the debrief room, and he breaks in that Yankees cap, and the Red Sox mascot walks by, just drops all of his stuff.
It's not a bad pick.
No,
Neither Shohei, for what it's worth.
I just like how David Ortiz still will not speak well of the Yankees, no
Oh, he
matter
shouldn't.
what.
no,
No,
he's
that shouldn't.
He's a
I
true
know.
hater of his rival.
I know,
and you
it's
gotta
great.
love him for it,
Even
unless
if-
you're a Yankees fan.
Well, I've said this for years. I think sports is so much better when you have someone to hate, and I get more joy out of my rival losing than my team winning.
Well, even coming up with the Twins, it's not like the Twins and the Yankees were best
no.
of friends
No,
either. So
like,
he's hated him for a long time.
I mean, the Twins Yankees rivalry is not a rivalry.
It's
because
not.
the
But that's
Yankees
gotta
don't-
hurt even more.
It's
It's
the
just-
Yankees laugh at the Twins, and the Twins go, "Stop,
could
Daddy."
have been. It could
The
have
Yankees,
been.
the Yankees look at the schedule and just circle the Twins games as wins.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they're like, if we can just be in contention by the time we play these games.
So sad.
3 games above 500 right there.
Oh.
All right, now to move on to the final one.
do
This one was a little bit of the case of what we talked about before of the designated hitter not being around for a very long time. And then up until really quite recently, when the National League also adopted a full-time DH, you didn't really have a whole lot of guys that were just DHs for their career.
Yep.
It was usually a place that first basemen or older outfielders that could still hit the crap out of the ball would move to prolong their career because they could still hit, but they were a little bit of a liability in the field. So it didn't really take on its full, like, you've got a designated hitter on your roster until semi-recently. So my pick is one who spent a little under half of his career as a primary first baseman, and then the second half of his career as a primary designated hitter. But he was a hitter for sure, and that would be one Frank Thomas. His nickname was the Big Hurt because that's what baseballs would feel when his bat connected. The man mashed the baseball. He hit 521 career home runs. For Ben's sake, he's a Hall of Famer. 301 career average, Hall of Fame in Ben's mind.
Just barely made it.
Yeah, with that including in his first several seasons, he hit 353 in a season, 349, and then won a batting crown at 347. And he was the last player before Miguel Cabrera did it to win back-to-back MVPs.
Really?
Yeah.
Good piece of trivia.
Yes. So, Frank Thomas, well-known slugger. He did also have a runner-up for MVP in 2000 as well. He was an aged out and injured part of the 05 White Sox championship run, but he did get himself that World Series at the end before being one of those guys of, do you remember that he played here when he finished his career with both Oakland and Toronto? Just all-around great hitter. Perennial 115 plus RBI guy in his prime, led the league in walks 4 times, OPS 4 times, just known as an absolute masher. Everyone seems to love him. And he hit the crap out of the ball, which is, what you want out of a DH. So despite the fact that most of his early days were at first base, he did spend over half his career as a primary DH. So I had to give him the nod over, my second choice of Billy Butler.
Maybe a top 10 all-time nickname? The Big Hurt?
Oh, absolutely.
Big Hurt, yeah. Absolutely a good
Sorry,
one.
just real quick, I feel like we're just glossing over this. The Little Hurt came up first on this podcast, Mr. Mark Grace. So I just want to point that out.
Yeah, I'm going with the Big Hurt.
Yeah.
All day.
Frank Thomas, also the current spokesperson for Limp Noodles.
That is true.
Nugenics, and she'll like it too.
One thing that
And he also won a home run derby.
one thing that's
Yes,
a
he
little
did. I forgot
sad
about that
is
one.
I went and I visited the White Sox Stadium this past fall. They've got their statue of heroes that goes all around the way around their outfield. And Big Hurt is there, but his statue was covered with spider webs.
Oh no!
So please,
Boo you, White Sox. This is why you only won 43 games last year.
Please,
41 games.
Southside, get it together.
come on, have some Southside pride. Dust your statues. Keep them in good repair because
That's a good
Big Hurt-
band. That's a good band name.
Big
Dust your
Hurt,
statues.
Big Hurt, please just take
The
care.
best thing about having an old timey team like that is, when you have the rough times like you do now, you can still look back on the legacy stuff. So take care of that stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Woo, woo, woo.
Tyler's
no.
Bet-O-Rama.
Sponsored
Okay.
by DraftKings.
Briefly came
Except
up.
it's not.
It's not.
So,
It's not.
for legal
Don't sue us.
purposes.
Don't sue us.
It is
Don't
not,
sue
no.
us. Don't
Although
sue us.
I bet you don't want legal
What's the
purposes. 'cause I'm
over-under
sure
on
there's shady stuff that you
DraftKings
do, too.
sponsoring this?
I bet you that was nice.
Josh said Pee Wee's magic word, which was
Jeez.
300 batting average.
Rar.
So 300 batting average is Ben's favorite Hall of Fame statistic.
It's the only Hall of Fame statistic.
It has been less and less likely every single year for about the past 20 years. Last year, there were 7 players
Oh boy.
who went and hit 300 or better. This year,
Got like 3 this year.
we currently have 7 players who are hitting 300 or better.
Are they the same 7?
No.
Oh.
How many players at the end of the year will we have hitting 300 better? I'll just give you the list. So,
Judge.
Judge, 321, locked in.
Yeah.
Wilson, Athletics, 315, locked in.
Yeah.
Bichette, 311.
Probably.
Toronto,
Good
locked
band.
in. Turner, Philadelphia on the IL, 305, locked in.
Yeah.
He's not going to come down. Here's where it gets tricky.
It's tricky.
Jeremy Pena has not hit over 300 since June. He is currently sitting at 304,
What was he hitting before June?
about 340.
Good lord.
Usually baseballs.
Vladimir Guerrero is at
Junior or senior?
junior. It's the junior.
Yeah,
It's the junior.
the younger one.
He's at 301. George Springer is at 301. So you got 3 Blue Jays.
Yeah, that's
that are
impressive.
hitting over 300.
That is really
You want to know why they're currently a half game up on the best record in the American
It's
League?
weird the run they've had.
And then you've got Sal Frelick hitting 299.
Ooh.
Freddie Freeman, who usually hits 300, is at 295. Below that, you've got Miguel Garcia, 294. I don't think he's going to get to 300. So you've got some
He's
people
actually
that,
down to 292 after today's game.
You've got some people that can drop off. You've got some people who might be able to climb up. Are we going to go more or less than 7 or
Less.
just
Less.
at 7?
Less.
I'll say at 7, but it's not the 7 that are there now.
Okay.
We'll have some movement.
I think Sal Frelick will hit 300. I could see one of the Blue Jays maintaining 300 other than Bichette. Yeah, that's tough.
I don't
That's tough.
exactly like what I've seen out of Freddie Freeman recently. I just want to
But he has the track record that if
He's got
somebody
the-
can turn it around and
Yeah.
bump up in the last 20 games 5 points in his
I
average.
do love Freddie.
he's got the track record, but I'm a little worried that it might be kind of some age catching up with him. Let me see what he's
Is he
been doing
33,
recently.
34?
I think he's like 36.
Yeah.
Is he 36? Wow.
Let's see. So, no, he has been hitting strong. So his lull was in June and July where he was hitting 253.
He'll be
August,
he'll be
he was at
36 in
310.
4 days.
Okay.
Happy almost birthday.
Happy early birthday,
Sponsor
Freddie.
the pod.
Sponsor the podcast. Get out of my brain.
He's a slow start to September at 208, but September is still young. So that's where he is.
Yeah.
Vladdy is currently absolutely mashing. He is hitting 560 in September and October, so that's looking good.
Not October.
Oh,
September.
well, the
October.
Don't scare me like that.
June, July.
October is a month away. Don't do that to me.
Your wedding's this weekend. Did you know that?
Yeah, don't do that to me yet.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not ready. Like, you should actually be at an event right now.
I think we should all be there.
We should all be at Josh's wedding. Sal Frelick is kind of the wild card. He has been coming on strong, hitting 315 in August, 375 in September so far.
I would go with Sal Frelick over the rest of them.
So
honestly.
I think Pena is going to drop off. I think Frelick is going to come on. I think we're going to be right at 7.
Think so?
I think we're going to be right at 7.
Yeah, we'll see. Listeners out there, keep track of Tyler's Betorama. See how we do.
Also, Freddie Freeman shares a birthday with my mom, September 12th. So happy early birthday, Mom.
Happy early birthday, Jeannie.
Happy birthday to our #1 engagement listener.
Or happy exactly birthday if you listen to this in 4 days from now. I don't know when she listens. So
I don't either. I know when she communicates with us.
Yeah.
It's usually on the weekend. All right, kids. We ready for listener questions?
Yes.
Let's do it since you made me hold off.
I did. And the three of you are going to be able to talk more eloquently about this than I will.
Per usual.
Yeah, per usual. That's why I host. So this is actually 2 weeks in a row, 2 episodes in a row, excuse me, from Jake in Detroit. Second time, long time.
Whoop, whoop.
Jake would like us to take a look back at the playoff structure and how it's evolved over time. Now, obviously, we don't want to go all the way back to the beginning of baseball, but let's talk about the most recent.
We can.
We
because
can,
it didn't
but-
change much for
it was
like 80 years.
We can, but we're also over where we expected to be in time. So let's give a pretty brief assessment of the changes that have happened in the last, let's say, 30 years.
I can do that. So prior to 1994, there were 2 divisions, East and West in each league. Winners of each division would face off in the LCS. Winners move on to the World Series. You have your champion.
And that was it.
In 1994, which was the strike year, but they instituted the wild card and moved it to 3 divisions. Your 3 division champions, and then the best second place record was the wild card. And you had the divisional series start. So
No
divisional,
buys.
no buys.
No buys.
Divisional, and then championship series, then World Series.
It was like that for a while.
It was till 2012, I want to say,
why
is
you're
when they
looking at
did the 1 game wild card.
Yes,
They-
I want somewhere around there
Yeah,
because
they
the
instituted
Royals
the second wild card.
2014 run to the World Series, they
was-
were a wild card.
that
it
was
was
2015 for that
2012.
year.
I remember it's 2012.
2015 was the Royals year.
Yeah. So they
Well, no, they went back-to-back years.
Yeah, so
I
they
wanna
They
say-
went
instituted-
back-to-back years.
I want to say when they went and lost, they were the wild card team and they beat the A's
Yes.
in
Yeah.
the 1 game.
The next year they beat the Mets, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So second wild card was added, and that just turned into the 1 game wild card playoff instead of a series.
Yeah.
Which
So you-
was pretty wild because in baseball, 1 game can't tell you a lot.
Unless you have Madison Bumgarner.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
So you had the 1 game playoff. Winner goes to the DS, CS, World Series.
And DS and CS mean?
The division series, which is best of 5, and the LCS is best of 7, as
League
is the World
Championship
Series.
Series.
Correct.
That's who decides who goes to the World Series.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
And
I said gotcha like I didn't know that, but I'm for the listeners.
then they added the 3rd wild card
You mean for Twins fans?
in
don't really know what that is
2021,
either.
right?
Ooh.
Is that
I think
right?
so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you not hear that?
What?
He's just
heard
ignoring
that.
it. He's ignoring it.
We're actually trying to talk about the segment here.
Sorry.
So outside of the weird 2020 season where they just let like half the teams into playoffs, but in 2021, that's when they added the 3rd wild card, which is what we have now, and the wild card series, which is best of 3, then the division series, then the LCS League Championship Series, then the World Series, and the top 2 teams in each league now get a bye, do not have to play in that wild card series.
Yep. So the worst division winner, so the 3rd division winner plays the last wild
bottom
card
wild
team
card.
and
And
the
hosts
top
them.
2. Yes.
And hosts all 3
All 3
games.
games.
Yep. And then the top wild card team hosts all 3 against the second wild card team.
Correct.
Hopefully that wasn't super confusing, Jake, because I knew the answer and I got a little confused.
But also, Ben, I'm guessing part of that too, which is what you cut me off from earlier, is about the implementation of earlier in the podcast. Was the implementation of the tiebreaker instead of an
Yes,
extra game.
yes.
So up until a few years ago, I
So
don't
the
know.
1 game. No, they had it even for the 1 game wild card, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yes, they
yeah.
did. They
It
did
was
for the one game,
any
yeah.
tie that would have determined seeding
yeah.
or getting into the playoffs. You would play a game 163, where it was a 1 game winner take all at that point for whatever the seeding is.
Just crap.
Yes, but there was something. I mean, I still am hurt from when the Twins beat the Tigers in game 163 to win the division and make the playoffs. But that was one of the most electric games.
It was so fun.
It was, and I was on the losing side of that, and I'm still bitter. I still hate the Twins for that.
It's like an Elam ending. It's manufactured drama.
Yeah.
It happened in
manufactured drama, man.
Not for 162 games.
Yeah,
you play one game to do it.
You got to remember we're all in a simulation.
Yeah, but
We're all rooting for laundry.
The main point of that is maybe 2 years ago they decided to do away with that.
They did.
And then just go with a tiebreaker, which is now that every team plays every other team every year. So this is when they redid the schedules so that you play at least one series with every other team in baseball through the year. All tiebreakers are decided by the season series record against each other instead of a game 163. So if you tie, you don't get a chance to play your way in. You just have to go with, did we play well in April against this team?
So there were...
if you're MLB commissioner and you can just snap your fingers and change the playoff format, what would you do? Would you stick with what we have now? Would you change it in some way?
I'd get rid of a team.
I
liked it better with 2 wild card teams.
I'd get rid of a team also.
There's too many teams that make the playoffs. The playoffs are also too long now because we're adding so many teams. Good old Reggie Jackson, who we were talking about before, nicknamed Mr. October because of what he did in the World Series, his track record. Now you have Derek Jeter, whose nickname was Mr. November because that's how far we've pushed the season because of the playoffs.
I would first...
Part of that was 9/11's fault.
Well... You could track everything bad in this country back to 9/11.
I think you say Derek Jeter.
I don't feel like that's
Everything
accurate.
bad could be tracked back to Derek Jeter.
I mean that too.
Like
like in the other guys when they shot him instead of A-Rod.
the first thing I do is I'd make the regular season shorter, and then I'd eliminate a playoff team.
So you're saying playoffs should be what the top team gets the bye, then the 2 remaining division winners face the 2 wild cards in the...
No, because that doesn't work out numbers wise. You would have to have like that 1 game playoff. The reason they did that is because if you have 2 series and then you have the 2 winners of those 2 series, then you have 3 teams left. You'd have to have it doesn't need to be a 1 game, but you'd have to have like a quote unquote play-in round.
I'd go back to 1 wild card then. I'd prefer that over 3. 1 wild card team.
I don't mind it.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to
make the MLB force the poll ads to sell.
No, and this is going to run contrary to baseball, but I think that it would be really, really exciting, which would be you take your 3 division winners and you give them a little bit of a rest. And then everybody else you put into a double elimination bracket. So you
double
elimination bracket.
So College World Series style.
College World Series style. So you face you start off, the top wild card team would face the least wild card team, and they would play one another. The loser then would play the second wild card team, and the winner of that game would face the first wild card team, and they would have to beat that first wild card team twice in order to advance, and then you would run a standard DS bracket from there on out. I think that an absolute single elimination game doesn't exactly work for baseball, but it's exceptionally exciting. A double elimination tournament is still a bit random, but if you're trying to sell TV, that is scintillating TV.
And to like go on my point about the season going too long in the playoffs and all that stuff, doing it that way wouldn't really like add much time onto the playoffs.
No, it would probably be the exact same amount of time.
Instead of doing a 3-game wild card, you're doing like a 3-game double elimination bracket instead for that for that fourth. So it's not really adding, because you can think like, oh, double elimination tournament, that's going to take another week or so or whatever. So it in that way, it wouldn't even add that much extra time.
Final thoughts, Nelson?
Speaking of extra time, we're going well over.
I think they should just put the Giants in the playoffs. As
I don't know.
Have a pity team.
I don't know that.
Put a pity team in there every year.
I don't know that that's an option.
They do that with the All-Star game now. The old, the old washed-up legend.
Like,
that they
who's
put
the
in the All-Star
funnest
game.
team you want to see in there that isn't in there? Let's put
the
them
Rockies. Let's throw the Rockies in there and let them host just to see what will happen.
Yeah, some Coors Field insanity.
There you go.
No, you know what? I've decided. My commissioner thing. All playoff games, no matter who's in, are at Coors Field.
Just the mecca of baseball,
Yep.
Denver.
Hey, they're drawing like 40,000 right
Yeah,
now.
43.
I get it. I get it,
43,000
man.
this weekend.
All right, kids, let's move on to Ballpark Brews. Who wants to talk about what we have this week?
Proudly brewed in the USA.
Which is really odd because this is Toronto's beer choice.
And in fact, it has a maple leaf on the can, and it is proudly known as a Canadian beer. Yet somehow they outsource their brewing to us.
Toronto, get your life
No,
together.
it's so that we can avoid the tariffs, Ben.
This
I
is
don't think that's
this
why.
is Blue Jays colors as well.
It is. So this is the Blue Jays beer. This is Labatt Blue. Let's talk about it.
It's a Labatt. We all already were sipping on it, so we didn't have a crack.
This is the Freddie Freeman of beers, in that it is.
It's also not hitting 300.
No, it is dual citizenship between Canada and
Yeah.
the United States.
So it's also
at that.
Joey Votto.
Yes. And also,
You still
yes.
need to give it a
oh,
ranking.
and just like both those guys, this beer's a hit. I like it. It's solid. It's a Pilsner. I'm a big Pilsner guy. I will give it a screaming double into the gap.
I'm going to say, unlike Freddie Freeman or Joey Votto, this beer is more of a Juan Pierre. It's a single.
It wears its hat under its helmet.
Yeah, it gets a lot of hits, but those hits are for one base at a time. And maybe on a nice hot day, you have a few of them, you get a little more drunk than you thought, kind of like stealing a base. But yeah, it's a singles hitter.
Yeah, Juan Pierre, an African-American gentleman with a Spanish first name and a French last name. One of my favorite players ever.
It's not from either of those places.
No, he's from Mobile, Alabama.
I think I'll do you one lesser, and I'll give it a Billy Hamilton.
So it just steals bases.
It just steals bases. It just steals
Yep.
bases.
You got an infield hit.
It's the reserve. It comes in when
Yeah,
you're done with
exactly.
all of
Like,
your good beers and
exactly.
you just need to get drunk and then you need
How
something
many
quick.
old Reds players can we name in Ballpark Brews?
When you just need a beer
Rob Dibble.
when you need a beer to come in for the postseason and run specialization, that's when you reach for a Labatt Blue. It's going to. Is it going to do the hit? No,
But
not
it's
its
going
job.
to get me turned.
It's going to steal a base, and it's going to score from second on an infield grounder.
So what you're saying is it's Terrence Gore.
I gotta say, guys, I'm a little disappointed that being this close to Canada, no one gave their review in a Canadian accent.
I can't
Well,
do a
don't you
Canadian
know,
accent.
Oh no, don't do it now.
Oh, his beer's a single,
No,
eh?
don't do it now. It's too late for that. I like Labatt Blue. I've had a lot over the years. My dad drank a lot of Labatt for a long time. So I'm used to being around it. I'm used to having it. It's super smooth. It's super easy to drink. And if I were in Toronto, I would have a good number of them. I wouldn't have 9 in a game like some people try to. I'd probably have 2 or 3.
Steven.
He doesn't listen, so we don't need to give him the shout out. But Jake knows who he is. I like this beer a lot. I always have. I'm gonna go an Oppo Taco first row homer.
All right.
I really like Labatt. I always have.
Who got the home run ball?
A kid,
Oh, nice.
because Karen was not at that game. She can't afford to go to Canada. I'm also a big hockey fan, so I'm used to being around it at hockey games. I have Labatt a lot here when we go to Wild games. I've had a lot in Columbus when I lived there. It's a great beer. It's an opposite field homer for me to the front row. I love it.
All right.
And
I think
that's all
it.
we have for Ballpark Brews.
right.
Let's move on to trivia, guys.
Oh,
This
yes.
is all about designated hitters. All right, who wants to start this week? I don't remember who started last time.
probably
I'll
did.
start because I'm bad.
All right. So, question 1, Tyler. What designated hitter has the lowest career batting average, and what was that average?
The lowest career batting
Is
average.
this for a season or what?
Yeah.
Career.
How
Career.
many at bats is the
Yeah.
qualifying number?
No, we're not doing that much research. It's just
So they've had at least one designated hitter
this
at
is
bat?
this is somebody who spent the majority of their career as a designated hitter.
Okay.
Oh,
For, like,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I'm
not-
like,
it's not-
I know plenty of
no,
guys
it's-
that played like 2 games as a
it's not a-
DH and got sent down and never played again.
It's not a
The
pinch,
answer is 0.
It's not a pinch hitter.
Can I say Joey Gallo?
You can say that, but you'd be wrong.
Okay.
Nelson?
Chris Davis?
Also wrong.
Boy. I don't even have a guess at this point.
Don Baylor.
Oh, I would not have gotten that.
With a
Former Rockies manager.
With a career average of 253.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
All right. Nelson,
I
you
mean,
ready?
I guess when you're getting paid to only
yeah,
hit,
it's
you
not
better be
great,
at least
but-
that.
Today, that'd be a great average
Yes.
for a DH.
And is that just in his at-bats as a DH?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah,
from
because
what I
he's a
pulled
260 career hitter.
Yes.
But he
Nelson.
did play in the outfield.
Yes.
Question 2.
True.
Who is the oldest player to record a start at designated hitter?
Julio Franco.
No, but that's a great guess. That's a great guess.
Ichiro Suzuki.
No. You guys are a good 7 to 9 years short.
Ooh. Okay. Jamie Moyer.
Satchel Paige.
No, that's a
Famed hitter Jamie Moyer.
That's a good
I'm
guess
trying
too.
to think like
It was
an 18 run. It was an 18 inning game, and they had to throw him in there.
Minnie Minoso,
Oh.
who was
Minnie Minoso?
52 years old.
Wow.
Oh, we were wrong in the younger direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like he was like, he was like 42.
He was 78.
No. I knew he was talking older. That's
Yeah.
why I went
Well,
Jamie Moyer.
And for my defense, Ichiro did get a start at DH at 44 years old.
I said
So-
8. That was 8 years.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like
Franco played till like he's like 49 or something.
Valder
crazy.
Framber. All right, Josh, you ready?
no.
Okay. Name the 2 greatest designated hitters born in the state of Minnesota.
In the state of Minnesota. Who was born in the state of Minnesota?
Bonus
This
points
is-
if you tell us where they were born.
This is
Both in
probably-
St. Paul. Paul Molitor and Joe Mauer.
You got half of it right.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Mauer is definitely not a DH in this context.
Paul Molitor,
sure.
also born, yes, in St. Paul, and the other individual is also from St. Paul.
And we're gonna go with Dave Winfield.
Bingo bango. There
Wow.
you go.
Hey, thanks, Tyler. Can I get the next question?
No.
Did you know those?
I probably could have come up with them. Yes.
Okay. This is a 2-parter. So we'll start with you and then we're going to skip Tyler. I
Yeah.
just hit the mic.
Let the native Minnesotan have the Minnesota question, and
What designated hitter has the longest recorded home run and how long was it?
it's definitely over 500.
That's correct, but not
I'm gonna guess
I'm not going to count that as a correct answer.
508.
No.
Okay.
Who hit it?
Was Miguel Sano at DH when he hit his 503 or whatever?
He may have
was
been,
he at third
but
base?
that's not
Okay.
correct.
Jim Thome.
You don't get a second guess.
Okay, so it's Jim Thome.
All right, Nels.
I like it is.
It's not Jim Tomey.
Oh.
I'm going to stick with Chris Davis
Nope.
and 501.
Also incorrect.
Hey, can,
All right,
can you
Tyler.
clarify next time which Chris Davis? Chris with a K or Chris with a C? Big lefty for the Orioles or Mr.
I'm
247?
playing the odds, Josh. Stop messing with my strategy.
It's a Chris with a a C or a K.
I'm gonna go with Josh Hamilton
It's a good guess.
at like 510.
Wrong on both counts,
Okay.
but that's a good guess. It was Big Papi at 541 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
That's a lot of feet.
That's a,
What year and what ballpark?
2006. I didn't put down the ballpark.
it's a big salami.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a Coors Field or if this is like
They didn't,
it's
play
a
Coors Field
Miami
that
at sea
much.
level.
Hold on.
It was in Seattle,
Yeah.
like in the fog.
That heavy salt air.
Yeah, did that dude put one out that at Coors would have been 650?
Wrigley with the wind blowing in.
It was at.
Yo mama's house.
No, there's no ballpark there. Fenway.
Ah,
there you go.
Wow.
sea level.
That was
That's a
probably
monster blast.
Sea level.
That's a monster blast.
honestly, that probably was the logical guess to make.
Yeah, well,
Where he
the
played half
odds-
his games.
Was
The
he had a
odds were
50-50
high.
shot of it not
Yeah,
being at Fenway.
exactly. He played half of his games
Actually-
at Fenway and half of
Or
his
was
games.
that
Actually,
Coors Field where he probably played like 6 games in his
well,
entire
objectively
career?
speaking, under 50% because how many years did he have in Minnesota? So he did
I
not
don't-
play half of his games at Fenway. So
When he was a DH, he did.
it's like 46%.
Well,
Okay.
He had 54% chance of it not being at Fenway.
Finish us off.
All right. Wait, where are we at?
I don't know.
Is it
Nels.
me?
It was you, Nels. Okay, last question.
Chris Davis.
No, that cannot apply here. What years did each league adopt the designated hitter as an everyday position? One is going to be relatively easy. The other one, not so much.
Oh, I can't even remember when the NL did it.
I know when the NL did it.
Officially did it in 2020. Two.
Correct. Correct.
And the DH came around in, like 1972.
Oh, you're so close. You're so close. All right, Yeshua.
It wasn't 68, was it?
No.
No.
You went the wrong way.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
74.
You missed it by 1 year.
73.
1973.
Dang it. I knew it was early 70s.
Hey, man, you guys did great on that. I would have gotten 0 of those. That's why I write them. All right. Any last minute thoughts?
Oh, my God. We have a last minute.
Tyler's Betorama.
For anybody who is falling asleep to our voices,
Yeah.
welcome back to being awake.
Brought to you by Monday Night Football.
I would also like to point out that if you just wet yourself because of that, we will not replace your sheets.
Nope.
That scared the crap out of me.
I have no idea what the statistics are on this, but
You sound like Ben now.
we
Do the math right now.
Right now, our top winningest, most winning team is the Milwaukee Brewers at 89 wins.
Okay.
They have got about 18, 19 games to play. Are we going to have a team that finishes with 100 wins?
I don't think
this
so.
season?
No.
I don't think so. I think we would have been close to it by now if it were going to happen. I don't see it happening.
I don't think it is either, and I think that I'm going to have to do some research to figure out the last time.
Yeah, I was going to say for the next pod, and we'll have a very clear picture by the next time we do this.
For sure.
We'll have about a week and a half left. But yeah, for the next pod, the last time no team won 100 games in a year.
I will also say no, looking at their schedule. I don't think they can win
Yeah, like every
11
time,
of the next 18.
Every time I look at the schedules of these playoff teams, I'm like, well, they're like 6 easy ones, and then everything else is a challenge.
Yeah. Well, we'll see in a couple weeks. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you for getting us over 1,000 unique downloads. We really appreciate that. That means that we are now millionaires. So everyone hit up Tyler for all his money.
Next up, 10,000.
Yeah, can we get to 10,000 before 2 weeks from now?
For 1 million.
Listeners? We just stopped at 1 million.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Play the game, love the game. We'll talk to you in a few weeks. Last minute thoughts?
No.
Later.
And we're gone.